Hello. So I wanted to come on and talk about something that's been on my mind a little bit. It's kind of, you know, uh, doing something in there. It's not making complete sense to me about the way in which I'm seeing the world go. So my question is, or my thought that I'm having is, what is power? What is power? Do we really understand what power is? So my brain is telling me all types of things, or it's giving me all types of information, which is allowing for me to question those thoughts that I'm having on top of my initial thought and make sense of it and to see if it actually applies to what power is. So, what I've come to understand is that power is the most powerful thing any human being could have. With that, where does the power come from? And I have been led to believe that our power, our individual power, comes from our mind. Now, why is that? Well, power is what fuels things. It's what pushes things forward. It's what allows us to make gains in our lives or in other people's lives. For example, mind power. What is mind power? Mind power is the power of the mind. Yes, I would think so. That's why it's called mind power. So, we all have been given powers over our minds, right? I believe so, because all that is our ability to believe a thing or not. Our minds give us the ability to believe what we want to believe, but that is a choice. We get to choose what we believe and what we don't believe. And that's been since forever, as far as I'm understanding. So, nothing is what it is for you unless you believe it is. Just like nothing is for me unless I believe it is, right? Your mind gives us that power to create and accept what it is that we want to. So then, if our lives don't look like what we want it to look like, when are we going to decide that we're going to use our power to start allowing for our reality or our lives or the situations that we're in to start reflecting what we want to see? How do we do that? All we have to do is start shifting our mind. Start moving around the things in our minds that don't allow for what we want to see to present themselves. But first, it starts with you using your mind. Your mind is the most powerful tool that we have to create our reality. And when we give that power to somebody else's story, all we do is help them create their story, which now takes away from our story. But our story is our own story. And who's going to help us create our own story if we don't even know what our story looks like? We need to start taking some time out and sitting with ourselves and asking ourselves, what do we like about our lives? And what do we not like about our lives? And those things that we don't like about them, We might need to start taking some time, excuse me, and rethinking how to change them, how to make them look better for us. And when you go inside and you start asking yourself these questions, yourself will then start giving you the answers. But we have to stop and take some time to be in our minds so that we can hear our own mind. Because all we hear most of the time is everyone else's. We have to silence the noise because the noise is loud. Silence the noise. It's just something to think about. I love you and thank you for listening.